20-25% of global workforce could be replaced by automation by 2030. If you look at Gen Zs, we are already forecasting their average job tenure is going to be 2 to 5 years. So an average Gen Z is going to see 10 to 20 jobs in their lifetime. That is the workforce of future. Clearly, entrepreneurial and innovative mindset is the need of the hour. And Moonshot Junior's Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program, or ELDP, is here to nurture the workforce of tomorrow at scale. So our ELDP program focuses on bridging the gap between perceiving an idea and being an innovator and entrepreneur. It also introduces an intuitive, creative mind to a viable, sought-after alternative career choices. The ELDP program helps in launching a product, learning the tricks of the trade, analyzing employability prospects, starting a business from scratch, applying for college admissions, future internship and job, learning with failures, building resilience, two very strong foundational pillars for an entrepreneur, and ultimately getting you ready for the future of work. Our extensive program is imparted by global industry leaders like successful entrepreneurs, subject matter experts, TEDx speakers, and more.
Be focused. All right, now this is a really important one.
Notice how you are refining your problem over here.
Really provide a great visual of what it really means to create a solid value proposition and all the components that are required.
I didn't know what my special talent was and where I fit in. Then my college introduced me a program, ELDP, and as I was so interested in learning, I then joined this program. After this program, I could see myself evolve, and my thinking abilities have been improved drastically. For me, now I have all my questions answered, and I have decided to be my own boss and start my own business, setting the goal to be the entrepreneur of the year under 30. Yeah.
ELDP helped me to develop my communication skills and also helped me to learn how to lead and manage a team, and I think that's what is required to climb up the corporate ladder. Before this program, I was too shy even to express myself, but now I learned how to interact and efficiently and effectively conversate with business leaders.
So me and my team was searching for a platform where we can showcase our business idea. So, but we're not very sure about how to start our business and when to start our business. So meanwhile, I came to know about this ELGP program, which means Entrepreneurship, Leadership and Development Program. So through this program, we came to know many things regarding how to get the best approach in starting our own business. And also we stood first in the finals, and the Fortune Fund company has gave us 50,000 cash as a reward for our work. So really, I would like to thank ELDP for encouraging us and for motivating us and giving us a correct guidance to start our own business.
Twenty 25% of global workforce could be replaced by automation by 2030. If you look at Gen Zs, we are already forecasting their average job tenure is going to be 2 to 5 years. So an average Gen Z is going to see 10 to 20 jobs in their lifetime. That is the workforce of future. Clearly, entrepreneurial and innovative mindset is the need of the hour. And Moonshot Junior's Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program, or ELDP, is here to nurture the workforce of tomorrow at scale. So our ELDP program focuses on bridging the gap between perceiving an idea and being an innovator and entrepreneur. It also introduces an intuitive, creative mind to a viable, sought-after alternative career choices. The ELDP program helps in launching a product, learning the tricks of the trade, analyzing employability prospects, starting a business from scratch, applying for college admissions, future internship and job, learning with failures, building resilience, two very strong foundational pillars for an entrepreneur, and ultimately getting you ready for the future of work. Our extensive program is imparted by global industry leaders like successful entrepreneurs, subject matter experts, TEDx speakers, and more.
Be focused. All right, now this is a really important one.
Notice how you are refining your problem over here.
Really provide a great visual of what it really means to create a solid value proposition and all the components that are required.
I didn't know what my special talent was and where it fit in. Then my college introduced me a program, Eldp, and as I was so interested in learning, I then joined this program. After this program, I could see myself evolve, and my thinking abilities have been improved drastically. For me, now I have all my questions answered, and I have decided to be my own boss and start my own business, setting the goal to be the entrepreneur of the year under 30.
Eldp helped me to develop my communication skills and also helped me to learn how to lead and manage a team. And I think that's what is required to climb up the corporate ladder. Before this program, I was too shy even to express myself, but now I learned how to interact and efficiently and effectively conversate with business leaders.
So me and my team was searching for a platform where we can showcase our business idea. So, but we're not very sure about how to start our business and when to start our business. So meanwhile, I came to know about this ELGP program, which means Entrepreneurship, Leadership and Development Program. So through this program, we came to know many things regarding how to get the best approach in starting our own business. And also we stood first in the finals, and the Fortune Fund company has gave us 50,000 cash as a reward for our work. So really, I would like to thank ELDP for encouraging us and for motivating us and giving us a correct guidance to start our own business.
20-25% of global workforce could be replaced by automation by 2030. If you look at Gen Zs, we are already forecasting their average job tenure is going to be 2 to 5 years. So an average Gen Z is going to see 10 to 20 jobs in their lifetime. That is the workforce of future. Clearly, entrepreneurial and innovative mindset is the need of the hour. And Moonshot Junior's Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program, or ELDP, is here to nurture the workforce of tomorrow at scale. So our ELDP program focuses on bridging the gap between perceiving an idea and being an innovator and entrepreneur. It also introduces an intuitive, creative mind to a viable, sought after alternative career choices. The ELDP program helps in launching a product, learning the tricks of the trade, analyzing employability prospects, starting a business from scratch, applying for college admissions, future internship and job, learning with failures, building resilience, two very strong foundational pillars for an entrepreneur, and ultimately getting you ready for the future of work. Our extensive program is imparted by global industry leaders like successful entrepreneurs, subject matter experts, TEDx speakers, and more.
Be focused. All right, now this is a really important one.
Notice how you are refining your problem over here.
Really provide a great visual of what it really means to create a solid value proposition and all the components that are required.
I didn't know what my special talent was and where it fit in. Then my college introduced me a program, ELDP, and as I was so interested in learning, I then joined this program. After this program, I could see myself evolve, and my thinking abilities have been improved drastically. For me, now I have all my questions answered, and I have decided to be my own boss and start my own business, setting the goal to be the entrepreneur of the year under 30.
ELDP helped me to develop my communication skills and also helped me to learn how to lead and manage a team. And I think that's what is required to climb up the corporate ladder. Before this program, I was too shy even to express myself, but now I learned how to interact and efficiently and effectively conversate with business leaders.
So me and my team was searching for a platform where we can showcase our business idea. So, but we're not very sure about how to start our business and when to start our business. So meanwhile, I came to know about this ELGP program, which means Entrepreneurship, Leadership and Development Program. So through this program, we came to know many things regarding how to get the best approach in starting our own business. And also we stood first in the finals, and the Fortune Fund company has gave us 50,000 cash as a reward for our work. So really, I would like to thank Eldp for encouraging us and for motivating us and giving us a correct guidance to start our own business.
Namaskaram, everyone. I am Sonika Kapoor and I am here on behalf of Moonpreneur. A warm welcome to all our new students to the Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program. It's a pleasure to host you all today here. With this course, you will start a new chapter in your life. A big thank you to our mentors and the entire team for their unrelenting support. I want to share something with all of you friends over here that not very long ago, I was also one of you seeking a lot of knowledge and acquiring the right skills. And let me give you the right direction for that, which is actually knowledge, where we say knowledge is the key to success. In Sanskrit, they say, Vidya Sarvdhanam Sreshtam, which means knowledge is the biggest wealth. With knowledge, you can conquer the world. And today you all have gathered here to embark on a learning journey to acquire the most sought out after skills to shine on the firmament of Industry 4.0. Now here, friends, I want to actually tell you something regarding the course where it will be, a life-changing experience for all of you, because you will not just learn entrepreneur and leadership skills, but everything you should know about startups. You will also learn the importance of the ability to understand problems, providing solution to those problems, and also how these solutions can augment your entrepreneurial journey. So friends, before we move on further, I would like to actually, extend on behalf of Moonpreneur the ongoing relationship gratitude with the Indian Institute of Management. After conducting the ELGP program successfully with IIMV, that is Indian Institute of Management Visakhapatnam, we are taking it forward to IIM-K. It is another feather in our cap. We are looking forward to an exciting journey together over here. So without much ado, friends, I would like to actually introduce over here Professor Rajesh Upadhyay, who's an executive director at IIM-K, and also he is an accomplished professional. He has carved a niche for himself in the field of higher education with his innovative tools. So without taking any further time, let me invite Professor Rajesh. Yes, please, a word from you, Professor Rajesh, please.
Good evening, everyone, and good morning to my friends joining from other parts of the world. Welcome on behalf of the Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode Laboratory for Innovation, Venturing and Entrepreneurship, which is the incubator of IIM-K Live. So first of all, let me all congratulate you for getting into this program. And we believe that at IIM-K Live, which started as an incubator in 2016, we have covered about 5 years of journey. And over this period of 5 years, we have been able to impact startups, primarily cutting across a variety of sectors in Kerala and other places across India, primarily. And one of the things that IIM-K Live does is we have been in the business of incubation, primarily running an incubation program, as well as doing entrepreneurship and in-residence programs for startup entrepreneurs. And also we are recently about to launch an accelerator program along with Eldp and Department of Science and Technology, India, Government of India. So these are some of the initiatives that we have taken already. And one of the things that was missing in our portfolio was to engage with the larger student body. And we believed that this is one of the methods that we can use. And we are happy to partner with Moonpreneur, and because primarily they were already successful across the world in conducting such programs, and thus consequently it became useful for us to get a very structured entrepreneurship development program for students across colleges, primarily again out of Kerala. And we are happy that all of you have subscribed to this and have joined this first day event. I am sure, over a period of next couple of months, you will go through a number of sessions with a variety of speakers, which will help all of you. But before I step on to all of that, IMK Live is not only into the business of providing support to startups, but it also influences government policy through a variety of initiatives that we do with Kochi Municipal Corporation to State One. We work with Kerala Startup Mission. We also have come out with a book called Shifting Orbits, which along with IIM Bangalore, IIT Madras and IIT Bombay, we are trying to inform the policy at the Government of India level. It's a collaboration called IIM, which we are trying to do, which primarily is trying to change the landscape of innovation in the country. Some of the things that which some of you might already be aware that India is known as the third largest innovation ecosystem in the world now. And we also know that because of the large number of unicorns that are happening. But some of the facts that I want to bring and highlight to this audience, especially youth of this country, which all of you are raring to go, is that as per the recent 2021 data of US patents, the number of patents being filed from India is around 60,000 now. So which comparatively is much larger than what we were about 20 years ago. And a large proportion of them are coming through collaborations between corporations abroad and startups in India also. So a lot of startups and corporations abroad are doing this kind of collaborative effort, which is leading the innovation ecosystem. And to just give a perspective of how India has grown in terms of patents, if you really see and observe, generally the comparison is with another emerging economy, which is as large as India, which is China. So if you look at China, China has around currently about 180,000 patents that has been published last year in comparison to 60,000 in India. And if you go back and really reflect on this, China about a decade ago, which is 2011, had around 15,000 patents. And they have grown to 180,000. And if you go back and study history of our two economies, which are one of the two few largest economies in the world, and probably going to be the largest economy soon, one of the important aspects that one should remember is China started its economic liberalization process a decade earlier than India. So consequently, what you observe that all of you should understand is our patent growth rate is much higher than China. And which means India is going to be the innovation hub and innovation capital of the world going forward. And that's a very important point that all of you should remember as we start off this journey. And some of the things that is giving impetus to all of it is, if you really look at, our own ecosystem and state, which is Kerala. I've been part of this state for the last 13 years now, and especially at IIM-Kozhikode, and I'm witnessing Kerala in close quarters. Keralites have always been entrepreneurial in their approaches. If you see, Kerala has been the caregiver for the world. So, and also, Keralites have gone abroad and achieved quite a bit outside across the world. And one of the things that we need to remember is that, while we were doing that, a lot of now Kerala revenues is dependent on Gulf economy and the remittances that come from abroad. and which is creating stress in terms of the type of job opportunities and type of economy that we have in Kerala. And one of the things which is important and underscored by our Honorable Chief Minister is, if you really recall the recent budget, which is about 90 crores have been allocated in the recent budget to strengthen the startup ecosystem. And in the next 5 years, Kerala wants to have about 15,000 startups and about 2 lakh jobs created only through startups. So that's the kind of impetus that the government is giving for the startup economy in Kerala, and which is very true. In fact, even if you read the today's newspaper, Honorable Chief Minister said that he will not support any more public sector undertakings by writing off the debt. And the point in making is the recent Kerala State Road Transport Corporation. So in that sense, this is a very good opportune time for entrepreneurship to grow in Kerala. So while Keralites have been very successful abroad, and so it's now the give back time and trying to strengthen the local economy and take it forward in a really important way to structure and strengthen the economy. And in this context, I think this program of Moonpreneur with Moonshot Junior and IIM-K Live is going to have a significant impact. And I believe that this is one of the reasons we thought it would be important to get in at a very large scale to across colleges in Kerala. And if it requires multiple rounds of engagement in terms of multiple programs of ELDP, I don't think IIM-K Live, and I'm sure Moonpreneur will not step back in making these efforts to take this ecosystem forward. With that note, I would like to again congratulate all of you, and I would like to thank and acknowledge the efforts of Moonpreneur team to putting it all together. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Professor Rajesh, for such inspiring words and setting the foundation, with such kind of valuable insights from throughout the India. And of course, every single word, I think, was an inspiration for all our students over here. Next, friends, is the moment, basically, which can be sometimes what I call it as life-defining moments, because I'll be introducing Alok Jan over here, who is the co-founder and CEO of Moonpreneur. He is a serial entrepreneur. His creative mind is constantly churning out ideas. And right now he's on a mission to train youngsters with entrepreneurial skills. So why I call it as a lifetime movement, because to hear it from CEOs and from the founders, it can really be, some movement defining. So Alok, with that very inspiring, looks for you, I really ask you to give that insight regarding everything. Over to you, Alok, please.
All right. Thanks, Sonika, for those kind words. And just let me share my. All right. So before I dive in, first, I'd really like to say a big thanks for IIM-Kozhikode, their incubation center live, our sponsor, Mr. Day, Fortune Fund, and S2 Tech for the opportunity. Without you, this program was not possible. There has been significant folks who has been involved, especially Lijo. Amazing, all the work what we have seen, Lijo, from you. Thanks a lot. I think every bit really counts, and what we are seeing today is a result of that. Some of our speakers, including Mr. Piyush, Mr. Ken Burke, of course, Yamini Bhushanji, and entire Moonpreneur team, and all the students who are participating here. So thanks, especially for the students. Congratulate, you have at least taken the first steps. That's the most important part. Why ELDP and what you are going to learn, that's where I like to start this. So this will be your first step if you haven't done that already for your entrepreneurial journey. I think taking the first step is the most important. The path is not going to be small, but I think that taking the first step is the most critical part. If you already have a startup idea, you will be able to understand how to take that concept to reality. If you don't have one, we'll help you to getting to one. You will able to either build your prototype or able to learn how to build the prototype, and there are multiple stages, so you will able to get to that prototype. You will able to build your business pitch, and you will doing the pitch during our pitch fest to global experts and investors. The future of work is changing significantly, and this program will help you getting ready for the future of work. And last but not least, you will able to learn leadership traits in an experiential way. What are we really trying to solve here? So the whole shift, especially we are in the industry 4.0 revolution, and we see every decade or two some of these massive changes from electricity to automobile to internet. And right now we are in the industry 4.0 revolution, which is really, it refers to transformation of the industry through the intelligent network of machines and process with the help of information and communication technology, or ICT. And things are from robotics to Internet of Things to smart sensors, 3D, they all are part of it. This time something very interesting is happening, and that's why this is more a wake-up call. It's not only the industry is changing, but the nature of work is also changing. More freelancing, more contingent work is going to take place. They're already announcing by 2030, more than 50% of the workers in the USA will be contingent. And so more freelancing will become prevalent. And as we pass another decade or so, that number can become 70 or 80%. Same thing is going to happen in India. So now you must possess a skill that's very critical, but you also establish yourself as a brand, as authority. So you must know the way to sell your skills. That's very critical. And this program will certainly help you understanding some of those pieces. What you are going to do in this, with the IIM-K Live, so this is going to last for 7 months. The stage 1 and stage 2. Everybody will participate in stage 1, Eldp, and a pitch fest for first 4 months, where we are going to teach from ideation to design thinking and other. And then in the 1 month, after the first 3 months, you will be preparing your pitch, and will be doing mocks, will be running your campaign. And then whoever comes out ahead here, a selected few will get an opportunity to go to the stage 2 or pre-incubation, where we will help you learning prototyping, crowdfunding, company setup, and compliance, and so on. This is what everybody will go through in the first 4 months, where today is session 0, and you will learn in the subsequent sessions, ideation, vision and value prop, business model, financial model, product roadmap, and things like that. But at the same time, you will be working in a team, and we will also teach you things like from video creation to presentation skills. So simultaneously, you will also be working in a team and put together your idea on a pitch deck format, which will last for about 9 to 10 weeks. Last few weeks, will help you preparing the pitch. In the last 1 month, there will be a lot of mocks will happen, elimination round will happen. You will also launch your pitch online, seek the public support, and then really pitch to the jury. We'll bring to your disposal the global leadership, successful entrepreneurs as speakers, TEDx speakers, industry leaders, and so on. So before we dive in further, let's take a look at who are really these entrepreneurs. So sometimes we confuse entrepreneurs and innovators. They are the same thing. Sometimes they can be same, sometimes they might not be, and often they are not. The innovators, they will create the new products. And when these new products or inventions are there, the entrepreneurs will take it to the masses. And that's how the world-changing movement happened. And the entrepreneurs, they will keep changing the world. If you really want to dive in the definition, one of my role model, Desh Deshpande, he says that as an entrepreneur, I mean, the first you need to really observe the world. Once you observe the world, you might realize there are a lot of things could be better. There are a lot of processes broken, things broken, people are in pain and trouble. So thinkers might think about it and don't do anything, but the entrepreneurs take next steps to do something about it. They might not have knowledge, they might not have financial, they might not have money, they might not have anything, but they have just that fire to make that change. And that's all you need. If you have that fire, you will figure out people, you will figure out money. And if you look at things, a lot of time we have this misconception that if your parents were well off and that's how the things happen. This was never the case. If you go 100-year, 200-year back in the history, or even today, there is always a very good mix of people who have nothing or who have a lot. So it's really independent of what your background is. Even today, if you look at the India, I mean, the one of the most successful entrepreneur or richest person in India, Mr. Gautam Adani, he came with very, very humble background. If you look at the world richest person, Elon Musk, exactly same thing. So if you come from a family background where you have not much or whatsoever, that should not come in your way. Critical things are these entrepreneurs are really problem solvers and who understand the importance of minute changes. Very minute changes, they can really bail out an entire community, village, or entire country. Look at Amazon. Started as a bookseller and where they are. Entrepreneurs are really, I am sure each of you have seen that video where a guy start dancing on the beach and the entire community joined. So entrepreneurs are really, they are the, they start dancing alone and inspires the rest. So I wanted to bring this slide, and Professor Rajesh also mentioned this. Don't take my message wrong. I'm not trying to tell that you need to build an unicorn, but this really defines the ecosystem. Also, the patent portfolio, we are talking 60,000 US patents, not a small number. Same thing. So if you look at studies, just a year before, or I'm not surprised if that was 6 months ago, they were projecting that by 2025, India will have 100 unicorns. That number has been achieved in 2022 beginning. 29 unicorn happened in last 2 or 3 months itself. So we are producing more than 5x unicorn than China. And down the new numbers or new projected numbers are by 2025, India will have 250 unicorns. What does it really tells? The ecosystem is there. The whole process, government support, the financial industries, they are at your disposal. 20 years ago, some of my friends who wanted to become an entrepreneur and doing something, they were having a hard time finding a spouse. Today, I have friends, they are not finding, or they are having a hard time finding a spouse because they are not doing entrepreneurship. So the market has changed, and this is not an exaggeration. This is a real story. So India is really at a unique spot. We have this whole Make in India campaign going on. The world do not want a single source of failure. So I think a lot of push from the rest of the world to look at India as one of the manufacturing hub. There are a lot of government initiative, support, entire ecosystem. Today, whatever geopolitical situation happen, everybody want to be a friend of India. Huge opportunity for all of us, or for all the people in the Indian diaspora. And if you look at the stock market, entire world is tumbling, and India is tumbling as well, but India is holding rather well in compared to the rest of the world. Markets pundit are already saying that India is going to be one of the fastest growing large economy, and entrepreneurs are going to lead it and will get the most benefit. And who are these entrepreneurs? I'm sure you have seen all these big names, especially all the success stories, what happened lately. Couple of pointers I like to tell what India is producing now. So Byju's is not the largest edtech company in India. It is the largest edtech company in the world with $22 billion valuation. Few years ago, the Czech used to be one of the largest edtech company in US. Today, Byju's is talking about taking over Czech. So that kind of things are happening. In terms of impact, they have done 40 million students already taught. The last number was about 25,000 number of employees. So huge impact. They have done $2 billion of acquisition across the globe. So it's not an Indian company anymore, Indian company which is going global and taking over the world. I'm sure you have heard Zerodha's stories, a bootstrap company built to several $billion. Both the guys started when they were under 20. things like Ola, and there are some trouble, and all these companies goes through trouble. But if you look at the impact, 15 lakhs drivers, they all are kind of entrepreneurs, and Ola has given them that platform, several thousand employees for sure. Same story has been done by Oyo, right? So if you look at the Ola or Oyo, all these founders, they started very, very early. Today, there are over 1.7 properties listed on Oyo. Look at the amount of employment, direct or indirect, has been impacted. So this is what entrepreneurs do. They bring these opportunities to the world. The good thing is there is a lot of infrastructure which is available, which is for free. 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, what used to take $5 million today can be done in $500,000 due to all the technologies and new ecosystem. And we have support of folks like Mr. Day, Mr. Piyush, and so on, who want to take these things to India in a massive way. So there is a lot of global support available to enhance and to accelerate the entrepreneurship in Indian diaspora. One question everybody is asking, is this really a good time to start a company? Look at these companies, they all started in recession, and the list is really, really long. All these massive, many of them are Fortune 500 companies started there. Very simple reason. When everything going good, everybody get complacent, do not want to change things, do not want to listen to new things. When this kind of disruption happen, it becomes a wake-up call to everyone, right? Talent is available, and often we think like money is needed. Absolutely, money is needed, but you don't need money on day one, right? So these are the exceptional time to start the entrepreneurial journey. And what we are really going to bring here as part of the ELDP, you will gain experiential learning by identifying a problem, evaluating a practical solution, planning really a business around that idea. You will create a team, work in a team, and pitch that idea to the global jury. You will have an opportunity to interact with global industry leaders from US, UK, Canada, India, a bunch of other places. You will get exposure to Silicon Valley work culture, Bangalore work culture, UK, and other places. And you will have a hands-on experience of developing and delivering a business pitch. And of course, learn the leadership traits in an experiential way. So in terms of outcome, once you finish this course, you will receive a certification from IIM-Kozhikode Live and Moonpreneur. A winner of ELDP will be eligible for stage 2, where you will be learning things like prototyping, crowdfunding, setting up a company, and so on. And there is more. The winners of stage 2 will get 30 hours of training by IIM-Kozhikode and 30,000 rupees per month, or fellowship up to 30,000 rupees per month, the prototyping grant of 20 lakh, up to 20 lakhs, and incubation opportunity at IIM-K Live. So with this slide, I'd like to say thanks and really like to congratulate. Again, taking the first step is critical, and I'd like to congratulate each of you. You have taken it. Back to you, Sonika.
Thank you. Thank you, Alok. That was absolutely insightful. And, you have set that standards and the base for everyone over here. It was really insightful as well as very valuable. So next we have over here with us, Mr. Dev Virlapati. And I would say the man needs no introduction, but we have so much to speak about him. He is, the one person, who can actually rose to the prominence with his sheer hard work. He's the CEO and president of SUTech, and also very humble because he rose from those regions. And he's also the founder of Fortune Fund, which is an organization that works for worthy causes. The primary objective of the organization of Mr. Dev Virlapati is to support the education of children from marginal backgrounds through scholarships. So over to you, Mr. Dev Virlapati, for your insightful words for everyone over here, please.
Yeah, thank you, Sonika. Thank you, Professor Rajesh, for giving this opportunity through Moonpreneur platform to take this program to all over the Kerala and India. And we worked with Lizo, amazing person. So we're really happy that we are able to work with your organization to take this program all over the Kerala. I came to United States 35 years ago with just 2 suitcases and a few $100s. And I've done well. My both daughters settled, both are married, and they're all doing good. And I don't have any debts or anything. Company is doing well. And I was kind of looking at my journey and see, India has helped me so much. I mean, India provided me free education all the way up to my master's degree from IIT Kharagpur. And I saw my children. For my children, each one of them, I paid anywhere from $150 to $250, $150 to $250,000 for their education. Whereas I got that whole education at no cost to me in India. So India gave me birth, India gave me education. So I said, I want to give something back to India. And when I looked at different ways I want to give back, so I said, India has a tremendous potential, 1.4 billion, the highest number of youth presently in India in the world. And I also watched Indians who are working in Silicon Valley. As Alok said, Indians in Silicon Valley are in the US, Indians in the US are 1.3% of the population, but the unicorns, they're associated with these 23%. That shows that our Indians, whether they're in India or in the US, have amazing things they're doing. And especially if you add the Indians with the Silicon Valley, the amazing things are happening. So I said, how can we take the Silicon Valley to India? If Indians are coming to Silicon Valley and doing so well, why not we take the Silicon Valley to India? And that's where we figured out, along with the Moonpreneur, we figured out the approach to do that is to go to each and every Indian Institute of Management and Indian Institute of Technology. And my vision is to see that 23 IIMs, 20 IITs, together, they become 43 Silicon Valleys in India. And the reason why I want to do that, I want to see 23 Elon Musk coming out of India. South Africa with the $60 million population could provide one Elon Musk. India with the 1.4 billion can easily produce 23 Elon Musk. And if you take 23 IIMs and 20 IITs, 43 institutions of higher learning and higher achievement together can easily provide that Silicon Valley ecosystem to people across the India and produce 23 Elon Musk. In fact, Professor Rajesh, I'm looking for one Elon Musk from your institute in the next 1 decade. So it is achievable, it is possible. And I've seen our Indians, the agility, the strength and the character and the spiritual dimension our folks have. So all this together is we can easily achieve. Now, I also saw the most successful people, whether you take Elon Musk or whether you take Ray Dalio or whether you take the Lady Gaga or Bill Gates, all of them meditate. And where does the meditation came from? It's India. So we know the secrets to the access to universal energy. We know how to keep our mind, body, emotions and in alignment with the universal energy. So we can easily produce 23 Elon Musk. And I'm on the mission to take my resources, my connections to each and every IIM, each and every IIT, so that they take, they make those Silicon Valleys available across the entire state and across the entire geography that they have access to, so that, Elon Musk left Africa to come to United States because Silicon Valley attracted him. I love to see that 900 million people of India who are living in rural areas get attracted to Silicon Valleys in IIMs and IITs, and they become the Elon Musk. And that is my vision, and that is my goal. And I'm so thrilled and so happy for all of you, the 750 or more of the students who have signed up for this, you have an amazing opportunity. There's a lot of money being spent on this. You don't realize how much money is being spent. A lot of money is being spent, but you are getting the Silicon Valley to your doorstep, to your tablet, to your smartphone. Take advantage of that. This is the best company that I found. They are based in Moonpreneur is based in Silicon Valley. Alok and Sailesh and all the founders, they want to give back to the country where they came from. And so we are interested in your success, and we are interested in making India the largest economy in the world. If we can create 23 Elon Musks, and Elon Musk at one point of time, his company Tesla valuation was $1 trillion. If we can create 23 Elon Musks, we can create $23 trillion worth of wealth, which is higher than the 21 trillions of GDP of United States. It's within our reach. And after you complete this program, you get an opportunity to incubate your idea at IIM-Kozhikode. IIM-Kozhikode has a wonderful ecosystem to incubate your idea. So what we are trying to do is we want to fuel up. We want you to take an idea and fuel up and prepare the rocket and launch the rocket with IIM Live. So then you go to the moon. Literally, you go to the moon. And that's what we want to do. But it depends on you. Take advantage of this. And you don't get this opportunity. It's not easy to get this opportunity. There are a lot of people taking a lot of effort to come to Silicon Valley to live, learn, and start the business. But you don't have to do all that steps. Elon Musk traveled all the way from Africa to Canada to Silicon Valley. You don't have to do all that stuff. The Silicon Valley is coming to your tablet, your smartphone. And all you need to do is pay attention for the next 7 months or so. If you can pay full attention and dedicate your time and believe in yourself that you can change the world and you can make the life of the people around you better. You want to solve the problem and you go with that mindset, you will become Elon Musk. And I wish you all good luck and all blessings and all support from United States. Thank you.
Thank you, Day. I'm very sure at the moment, everybody, including me, is soaring very high with your not only motivational words, but I think a lot of goal setting for vision, for goals, and especially, for igniting that spirit, of doing something very valuable. So thank you, Dave, so much for your words. Okay, friends, now is the moment actually, to hear it live from one of our alumni, basically. So how does it feel? I would like to ask you also, and, by the time also invite also Grishma over here. Actually, we call her as Moonpreneur because she's the first Moonpreneur that I would like to invite over here, Grishma Kondalu. She's a research scholar at Sri Venkateswara University. And I would like her to share her journey and experience with us. So friends, as we call her that she's our rightfully, alumni of Moonpreneur. Yes, over to you, Grishma.
Hi, thank you, Sonika. Thank you for your beautiful introduction. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to all the persons that are present here. As Sonika has introduced me, I am Grishma and I am a research scholar at SV University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. So last year, talking about Moonpreneur, last year we got an opportunity to get associated with a program called Eldp. It's called Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program. So basically, our team got into that program. So what happens in that program is that all the mentors will be guiding us throughout our journey so that we were able to create our business idea And at the final of the program, we will be able to present our idea to the investors. So our mentors from the Moonpreneur has helped us throughout our journey in every stage, in a way that we were not only able to present our business idea to the investors, but at the finale, we won the program. That means we stood at first position in the program. Actually, we didn't actually believe that that we did that. Because at the starting of the program, we don't have a clear idea. We don't have a clear-cut pitch or any business idea that much clear, so that we were able to present to the investors. So our mentors has helped in every stage, so that we got many more new ideas to indulge in the presentation, so that they had shaped our idea in a good way. So after winning the program, so we also got a double internship opportunity at Tech Hyderabad, and we also got a prize money of 50K from the Tech, and we also got a prize money of 35K from the Moonpreneur itself. And also our team also got an opportunity for an internship at Moonpreneur itself. So it's kind of a lot of opportunities for us. And not only, and our journey doesn't end only there. Currently, we are in incubation period, which continues for 9 months. So our mentors are still shaping ourselves to get our idea into reality. So we are looking forward for a day when our business idea will come to reality. And we are so much very thankful for all the great mentors. That is Sonika. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Grishma, for all your live experience actually having been shared with all of us. And it really means a lot to all the students who will be actually new to this program, but surely they do have that insight from you. Next, friends, is a very important person over here whom I would like to introduce and call upon to have a few words. He's actually constantly, he's constantly trying to solve the environmental challenges with his innovations. And actually, he is Mr. Piyush Desai, who's the co-founder and vice president of Untitled Technologies. As I said, that he's constantly trying to turn, environment into a better area with all his innovations intact. Let us hear it out from him as well. Yes, Piyush, Mr. Piyush, over to you, please.
Thank you, Sonika. Thank you, IITM K Live. Also, thank you, Moonpreneur, for giving this an opportunity. It's fantastic to see and hear from Professor Rajesh and Alok and Day, and I just want to do a copy paste of what they said if I can. My story is very similar. 30 years ago, I was sitting where you are sitting, not knowing what to do, not really thinking about what is the future, where it will take me, what I'm capable of, what I will accomplish. And most of the time, my approach is that when you want to take a journey of 1,000 miles, don't try to map out 1,000 miles. Just go with a torch. It will light up few steps. And as you take those few steps, the road ahead will light up for few more steps. And the journey goes on. So I graduated with BE from a university in Gujarat in '92. I worked for less than 1 year because entrepreneurship is something that's in my blood, my 7th generation. Nobody worked. So I started my own company in '93. Worked for about 10 years. I was working on motors, electric motors and drives. And I wanted to learn more. So I did what they did. 2 bags, pack 2 bags and go to US. And I worked there I studied there for my master's and PhD. And I invented high efficiency electric motors. Our sustainability is tied to electric motors because they consume 50% of the world's electricity. And a big part of that electricity is wasted as heat. So in 2013, I got an opportunity with three other Silicon Valley people to co-found a company called Software Motor Company. With 4 people, we started that in 2014, developed high efficiency electric motor, smart motor systems. Along the way, we raised about 400 million US dollar. That's quite a bit of money. It's a 3,000 crore rupees. Right now, we have 650 full-time employees. We acquired some companies to go into electrification, like electrification in transport, off-road vehicles, on-road vehicles, etc. And Professor Rajesh, Alok, and Day, they all shared very, very interesting insight. Alok said that it really doesn't matter what is your background, because there is a common equalizer. Think about all of us, we get 86,400 seconds deposited in our bank account every single day at 6 a.m. All of us. Does not matter you live in a city or a town in India, US, and no matter where, what you do, what is your background. You have that 86,400 seconds in your account. Really, it's up to you how you use it, invest it, or waste it. Think about being at IIM. It's one of the premier institutions. By being there, by getting in there, you are in top 5% of the population. Then being in a program like this, you get even within top 1%. Having an access of ecosystem, that's even further. And most of it, really having the inspiration and vision and faith, that's the only one thing you need. Innovation, in my mind, is observing a problem, experimentation, then adjust. You fall down, get up, try one time, try one more time, try one more time, and then move on. There are going to be times when you will feel very low. It's a hard thing, right? And it's just hard for everyone, not for you. Trust me, if I were to be in your place and I have to do all over again, I'll be having the same difficulties like you guys have. And when you feel low and when you don't know what to do, maybe read about APJ Kalam. Maybe read about Subhash Chandra Bose or Srinivasan Ramanujan, Homi Bhabha, Vikram Sarabhai. Those were the great people from our land. They have gone through the similar kind of background, similar difficulties that you have. Humble background, humble beginning. And look, because of them, our country is what it is today. So as they said, and Professor Rajesh said, Alok said that India is set to become a great country. How it will become where we want all of us want it to be is by people like you. Think about you. Who will take India there? You will take India there. Think about your impact. You are the future. Shape the country in the way you want it and make it the country of your dream. Thank you so very much. It's very inspirational for me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Piyush. It was really pleasure hearing all those insightful words from you as well. And in fact, very humbly, you have stated that the backgrounds actually, they do not matter. because what matters is that, zeal to do something. And I'm sure our students at the moment are really thrilled that it is not the background that counts. It is, their actually, kind of so much of enthusiasm that counts to do something greater in life. Thank you for those words, Mr. Piyush. Moving on now further, friends, I would like to call upon Zehra Fatima, who's another Moonpreneur, who has been a part of our entrepreneurship and leadership development program. And it is really insightful to hear it live from them. And right now, she's the student coordinator at Career Development and Placement Cell at RGUKT. So let's hear it out from Zehra herself about her journey. Over to you, Zehra, please.
Thank you, Sonika. Hi everyone, my heartfelt greetings to everyone present over here today. I'm Zehra Fatima and I'm a computer science undergraduate 2022 from RGUKT Newsweek, and I'm a former ELDP student of batch July-October. Of course, we all know that degree alone is just not enough to get our dream job or the dream career. It's our skills and talent that make us unique and stand out from the crowd. And my friend, I believe this entrepreneurship and leadership development program is the right opportunity for you to build up many important skills and a mindset that make you unique. Because through ELDP, I have added many skills and experiences in team management, time management, in leading a team, and have developed many managerial, presentational, and communication skills to a very good extent. And most importantly, let me share my journey in ELDP, which has been my inspiration. Just a few weeks before the elimination round, we had to change our business idea and we started thorough research to get all the required information for our pitch deck. And it was almost the deadline, just one day from the first round, and our video pitch wasn't ready at all. That was the moment we almost gave up. Maybe it was the baby entrepreneur which just started growing in me said to me, "Is that it, Zahra? You have come this far to just not participate at all in the pitch fest? Be it a failure or selection to the next round, you should at least give it a try." That voice in me shook me up and we submitted our video for the first round. Surprisingly, our idea got selected. That's it. We fastened our seatbelts and with immense support from ELDP mentors, we gave our best shot at every round. And here's the final result. We bagged second position for our idea and the finance. It was the proudest moment for me. I could even say it was my greatest success which built an entrepreneur in me. Now that isn't it. We are taking it a step further by incubating our idea with support and guidance of Moonpreneurs. That day, from failure to now, incubating our startup made me install a never give up attitude within me. With this, every step I'm taking towards life is bringing me a step closer towards success. I could never thank ELDP enough for what a person it has made me today. And I'm pretty sure every student enrolled in this program is going to come out as a real entrepreneur. All you have to do is manage your academics, prioritize things, give time for ELDP activities, and follow mentors actively. Anytime you feel discouraged or demotivated, talk to your mentors. That's all you have to do for your great start. All the best wishes from me to you all. Thank you. I thank all the attendees for hearing me out, and thank you, Moonpreneur, for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and experiences. Thank you.
Thank you, Zehra. You have brought all smiles onto our faces, I suppose. And your quotes really reminds me of a great word that is stitch in time saves 9. Because, friends, Zehra was able to do it even at the last moment. She didn't give up. She kept going. And that is what is her journey, worth hearing it up, basically. So thank you, Zehra, for all that inspiration from you all. So to all our new attendees today here in this session. So with that, friends, I have over here to say something great about one visionary, basically. And that visionary leader among us is Ken Burke. He needs no introduction. He's a serial tech entrepreneur, an educationist, and of course, a visionary leader, as I stated. He's the founder of 4 successful companies. He's also creating an educational infrastructure for learners. And currently, he's working as the CEO of 2 e-learning companies, Entrepreneur Now, Network, and Microcasting Networks. Over to you, Ken, for your words, please.
Well, hello, everyone, and congratulations on joining the program and being an entrepreneur as well. I'm so excited to be talking to you today. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the ingredients for being a successful entrepreneur, because I think it's so important that you understand as you get started, what are those key ingredients that make those famous entrepreneurs that you hear and see about? What are some of the secret ingredients? What are some of those ingredients that make it happen? So I'm just going to go through a list of those and hopefully just take them in as you hear them and see how you can incorporate them in what you're doing, both with Moonpreneur and throughout your life as well. So first of all, the secret ingredient, the number one ingredient of being an amazing entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, is be passionate. And I am sure you are all already very passionate about your ideas and about what you're doing going forward. But I would say the reason I think it's a secret ingredient is passion is infectious. And I have found throughout my 25 years of being an entrepreneur so far, and I got many more years left, is that the passion that you have for whatever you're doing brings people into the fold to work with you, whether it's an employee or a contractor or a partner or a customer or an investor. The thing that they feed off of more than anything else is the passion you have for your idea. It has been my secret ingredient for 25 years, and I hope it's yours. It's how you speak. We speak out, and we speak out and up. We don't speak down into a table. We don't talk to tables and floors. We talk to people. And so when you're passionate, you speak a little faster. You look out, you make eye contact, you have your thoughts gathered very clearly, and it comes from within. It comes from the heart. It doesn't come from the brain necessarily. The passion comes from your gut, your heart, and that's where I want you to speak from. Because as you do that through whatever you're doing, whether you're pitching to an investor, you're pitching to the Moonpreneur advisory board or your own mentor, they're going to sense that, and they're going to get brought into your idea. And so that's my number one secret ingredient for being an entrepreneur. But I got more for you here. Be mission driven. I want to make sure that, excuse me, I want to make sure that what you're doing, there's a mission behind it. The idea of starting a business, and every great entrepreneur is usually on a mission. They're in service of others. I want you always to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're here to serve. You're here to serve and make the world a better place. That's what makes a great entrepreneur, because that's where the passion comes from as well. I would say don't do it for the money. While it's a great way to make a lot of money, it's a great way to make money and have a wonderful life, it's not the reason you do it. And I know we always see Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs in the day and other famous entrepreneurs, Oprah Winfrey and others, and we see them all living this wonderful, amazing, rich lifestyle. I've got to tell you that maybe they were or were not mission driven when they started, but certainly they're mission driven now. And I would suggest to you folks like Elon Musk, who we've referenced in this today, is absolutely mission driven. He's out there to change the world. Oprah, same thing, to change the world. Many entrepreneurs, I can point to many, and they're here to change the world, but they're in service of others. So make sure that you go from that perspective. It's not about serving yourself. It's about serving others. Remember that. Next, my next secret lesson for success as an entrepreneur is trust your gut. Now, you're going to get a lot of advice. You're going to get a lot of advice from the Moonpreneur folks. You're going to get a lot of advice from your professors, your parents, your partners in the business, your advisors, your employees, and your customers. At the end of the day, I want you to have your ears open, but your brain working. What I mean by that is you need to make sure that you take in the feedback. But what I don't want you to do is get feedback from somebody and say, that's the right way to go, even if it doesn't resonate with you, even if it doesn't feel right with you. The first guiding principle, the thing that I want you to remember, is to trust your gut. You know more than anyone what resonates with you. Take intelligent feedback, listen to people, but it doesn't mean you always have to react on every piece of advice you get, because here's what happens as an entrepreneur. And I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs do this. They go into a venture capitalist. Like when I was funded, I was very fortunate to be funded by Sequoia Capital, the #1 venture capitalist in Silicon Valley, and I would maybe say the world. and they were my partners and good partners for 12 or 13 years of my business. And I got to tell you, when they spoke, they expected that you just jump. But sometimes, and I got a great piece of advice from the Sequoia Capital people. They said when I took their money, they said, Ken, you get 3 mistakes and then we're replacing you. Now, the mistake can be where we give you advice and you do it and it's wrong advice. That's your fault. You do something and it doesn't work out. It's your fault. Or we both agree that you're going to do something. We both think it's a great idea. It's your fault. Another word, be responsible. It's your fault for everything. And that's how they held us accountable. In other words, I would have been much better, and I did, to trust my gut, make sure I'm following my direction. So I can't stress that enough. I want you to take feedback, but I don't want you to go like this. I got a piece of feedback here, boom, I got a piece of feedback here, then I go this direction. Then I get a piece of feedback here, I go this direction. All right. Next secret ingredient is work hard. Entrepreneur, this is not for people that don't want to work hard. I've been doing it. You know what? I've had a lot of luck as an entrepreneur, but also I just work really hard every day. 12-hour, 13-hour, 14-hour days. Sometimes it's not about how long you work necessarily. I work a lot. I love what I do. And sometimes I work 7 days a week, even now, today. And I don't need to, but I do because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm wanting to create something that makes a difference. I want to be mission driven. So that then is infectious. So you have to work hard as an entrepreneur. I know it may go without saying, but I wanted to mention it. Then I want the next secret is I want you to embrace blind optimism. Now, blind optimism is something that an entrepreneur, now, when I say blind, I don't mean stupid optimism. I mean blind optimism, which is you're optimistic. I always got referred to as a blind optimist, and I actually like that. It means that I'm very optimistic that sometimes the negative forces out there or the negative things that are coming in, you just have to push away. Sometimes that optimism alone will carry you forward in a very positive way. So again, we don't want to be ignorant about what we're doing, but this idea of if you're an optimistic person, you're going to be much more likely to be a successful entrepreneur. It's really hard when you come from a place of pessimism that this won't work and that won't work and this won't work. No, we're just going to go, and as Elon Musk did, we're going to build a car that is an electric car that has the longest range known to man on Earth, or we're going to put somebody on Mars. Putting somebody on Mars, which he is attempting to do, right, or colonizing Mars, takes some blind optimism. There's a lot of challenges with that. So, and I want you to be aware of the challenges. I don't want you to be, again, going in with blinders on. That's not what I'm saying. Blind optimism says that optimism comes through in whatever you're doing, right? So sometimes it's a good thing. Next secret to successful entrepreneurship, we're almost done here, is always be learning. Don't ever think that you stop learning. Now, I know right now you're young and you're in that mode of learning, but I want you to remember this as you become a very successful entrepreneur, which I know all of you will, is you always have to be taking in information. You always have to be reading. You always have to be engaging in new conversation with new people. Never stop, because if you stop innovating, especially in the tech world, you will die. You will die. And I've watched company after company get comfortable with where they're at. And they say, well, we don't need to do anymore. We're already on top, or we're already really good. Always be learning, because learning will then create that innovation that will push you forward. So just remember that as an entrepreneur going forward, be learning, just like you're doing with Moonpreneur right now. You are going to be learning so much in this program. I'm so excited. I'm envious of you to get to go through this. I wish I had this opportunity when I was a child, when I was a young person. I just had to learn. I had to learn myself, right? You're going to get some great and amazing guidance. All right. Next secret, we're almost done. Be humble. Leave your ego at the door. Entrepreneurs have no place for ego. In fact, many entrepreneurs, including Elon Musk and others, and Jeff Bezos, have huge egos, right? We have to remember that we have to leave our ego at the door, and we have to be humble, because there will be good days in the entrepreneurial world. There will be challenging days in the entrepreneurial world. You'll get 10 customers and you'll lose 5. that losing the 5 hurts, but you also have the great days. It's a roller coaster on the entrepreneurial journey. But if you always remain humble, that you will never lose your competitive advantage when you remain humble. It's when you get arrogant and you say, we're the best. You can be the best, that's okay. And then you forget that there's always somebody chasing your tail. There's always somebody that is trying to beat you in the entrepreneurial game. It's just the way that it is. And so by being humble, people are going to want to work with you. That's employees, partners, investors. People want to work. They don't want to work with arrogant people. They don't want to work with egotistical people. They don't want to work with narcissistic people. So remember that humble sense, because that humble sense will always attract people into you. Okay, so remember that. And then my final lesson as an entrepreneur that I'm excited to communicate with you today is live out of your comfort zone. As an entrepreneur, we all heard that you need to be a risk taker. And so usually that's the first thing that gets associated. And I don't mean, take risks for the jump off of buildings without a net. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to live outside your comfort zone, because you're going to encounter, as you're an entrepreneur, you're going to be creating new things. You're going to be growing in new ways. You're going to be seeing things you've never seen before. And sometimes those things are a little scary. You might even encounter that a little bit in this program, where you're going to be challenged by your mentor or by Alok or the other team members at Moonpreneur. That's a good thing. Let them challenge you. Let them push you out of your comfort zone to say, you know what? I can do this, because you know what? You can. As one of the earlier speakers said, which I really appreciated, you have all the ingredients right now. You have all the time in the day. We were all given those seconds, those 86,000 something. I forgot the exact number, but I'm going to Google it. 86,000 seconds in a day. And we all got the same seconds in the bank account every day. I love that. I just want to reinforce it, because I'm going to remember that. I hadn't heard that before, but I'm going to remember that for the rest of my entrepreneurial journey. That's for sure. And I want you to remember it as well. So as you start to embrace this, I want you to embrace the fear. So if you do run into something, you're going to get out of your comfort zone. I guarantee it. It's like learning to swim for the first time, or even learning to walk for the first time, right? Failure is not an option when you're learning to walk. Okay. So don't give up, right? Failure is not an option here, and failure won't exist because it will be impossible to fail. It is impossible as an entrepreneur to fail, because why? Actually, as a human, it's impossible to fail as well, because we're here on the journey to grow. In order to grow, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to try new things. You need to experiment where things are uncertain. In the entrepreneurial world, many things are uncertain. And what I want to make sure that you always know is that you cannot fail, because through the journey, you are going to learn. And the learning and the growth allows you to do it again and again and again. Entrepreneurs, quote unquote, fail all the time. That's how we do. We break things before we make things sometimes. That's okay. It's part of the process to do something that doesn't necessarily work. And then we try something else. A good entrepreneur goes, well, that didn't work. I'm going to do this. And then, boy, that didn't work, but I learned some things here. I'm going to go do this. And then, okay, that worked and that worked, but this piece didn't. I'm going to go do this. You're always doing something to test the edges and to move forward. So eliminate the fear. Know you can't fail. Push your comfort zone out. Embrace these secrets, and you guys are going to be a wild success. I already know. I feel the energy in the room here on the Zoom meeting that you guys are going to be wildly successful. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you as well. Sonika, back to you.
Thank you, Ken. I think everybody on behalf of everyone, I can say that we were all ears to whatever success mantras you were giving us, including that learning is lifelong. We have to move from our comfort zones and do really spectacular things. We have to be humble throughout. I'm sure friends, all the students who have joined us and will be starting their entrepreneurship program journey with us will have all these successful mantras from Ken right now into their pockets and minds, including that innovation has to happen. There can be failures, but of course you have to keep going. So thank you, Ken, for all those amazing tips that I'm sure everyone over here hearing out to you would be following surely. So friends, hearing it out from Ken surely brings us up to another, part of the session where again, I'd like to call upon Siva over here, who's again another Moonpreneur who has already completed his entrepreneurship and leadership development program with us. And not only that, friends, he has also interned at Moonpreneur. Let's hear it out live from him as well, because that really triggers us and gives us the real hope that how the students have been doing after undertaking this great course. Yes, over to you, Siva.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Siva from Visakhapatnam. Recently, I completed my graduation from Kozhikode. Now, I would like to share my experience with Moonpreneur's Eldp program. Actually, I would like to become an entrepreneur, but I did not know the right path to achieve it. At that time, I had an opportunity from Moonpreneur, and then I enrolled for this program, Eldp. This program is well designed and so interactive. Industry experts like leaders, entrepreneurs, TEDx speakers will teach us in this program, and mentors are so friendly. They will support and guide us during this program. Initially, I had zero knowledge about entrepreneurship, but now I have learned many things such as ideation, critical thinking, marketing, empathy, prototyping, and especially I learned how to work within a team. And another important thing is I'm from a village. Here, the internet connection is very poor, but somehow I managed and I attended all the sessions because it was so nice to attend the sessions. And most importantly, we won in Moonpreneur Eldp Pitch Fest, and our idea is most commercial idea. And finally, my suggestion is if you want to provide value to the society and create a positive changes in the lives of million people with your innovations, then join Moonpreneur's Eldp program. Thank you, Moonpreneur. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Shiva, for really gearing up the energy for all our new joiners over here today. Friends, right now would be the moment for question answer. But before that, I would like to introduce over here Sailesh Malhotra, who is the former managing director of Accenture, but he is currently the managing director of Moonpreneur. He comes with 30 years, imagine 3 decades of experience in delivering complex technology solutions. He's passionate about creating well-being solutions. Let's hear it out from him because his ideas not only make things really go and make it workful, but also is in a mission to provide a unique learning infrastructure for children to make them future ready. So over to you, Sailesh, please. You're on mute, Sailesh. Could you unmute, please?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sonika, and a very warm welcome again to all the students and all the people who just spoke before me. I think we have spoken so much today, and the students have listened so much. I sincerely think now it's a time for us to listen to the students. I know we've seen a lot of hands being raised. We'll be happy to take questions now and open it up to the students. So all the students, the floor is yours. Please, any questions you have, please shoot.
Friends, the chat box is open to all of you. You can put your queries into it in case if you have any related questions to ask, please. Or you can raise your hands also. We might allow you to talk in case if it would be feasible. Mohammed Shahil, you had your hand raised. Do you have any question to ask, please? Could you put it up into the chat box?
Or we can unmute and let Mohammed speak.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Shahil, you can talk. Okay, he's asking, is this a paid course? Sai Krishna is asking.
Okay, so Sai Krishna, this is obviously there's a cost to it, but it's coming to you free of cost because of the the intentions that you heard from day at the beginning of the session. So all the cost is being taken care of. It's coming to you free of cost.
Okay, so Sai Krishna, you got your answer that it is coming free of cost to your bucket, surely. So have the most of it. Any more questions, students? The chat box is surely open, and we are addressing all the questions that you might have into your mind at the moment. Feel free to put it up. Okay. Adil has a question, Asif as well. What will be the final outcome from this course for us? Ashif wants to know.
That's a very good question, Asif. I think there are multiple outcomes. The first one, obviously, you get started on an entrepreneurial journey, which means that this course lays the foundation of an entrepreneurial mindset for you. So if you are very, very passionate about being an entrepreneur and setting up your startup, this is your first step. You will have, you will be able to converge to an idea, work with the team, create a pitch deck, a pitch video, and you will get an opportunity to present it to the global jury. But that's not the only outcome of this. Let's say you want to go for higher studies after this. The experience that you're going to gain through this whole 7 months is also going to come very handy in your college applications for higher studies, be it your SOP or the essay that you write, or the experience that you exhibit after this sets you up very, very nicely for higher studies if you desire to do so. And even if you think, okay, I want to join a job after this, every employer today, every organization, be it large or small, is looking for people with growth mindset or the entrepreneurial mindset that I call. I mean, anybody can get skills. You can learn skills, whether technical skills or else. But building this kind of mindset is not easy. And we call this mindset helps you to be a problem solver, not just being someone who just works on some procedures and processes, but really looks with open eyes and open mind to the problems that exist around you and come up with solutions. So this course really creates a solution mindset with you, which is so much in demand today, and the way the workforce of the future is going to change with all the automation, all the AI, ML, and all the technology that we are seeing. But what is still going to be in demand, at least in the foreseeable future, is the growth mindset and the solution-oriented mindset, which is what this course will help you with and create. So there are all these multiple outcomes of this. Obviously, if you think of what tangible things you will get a certificate of completion, of course, after this from Moonpreneur as well as IIM-Kozhikode, and there will be potential internship opportunities and an opportunity to incubate at IIM-Kozhikode. And that incubation is not just the incubation of your idea. There is a lot of ecosystem out there. The support and the funding which the government is making available to the worthy ideas and startups will be all there. So I think there are humongous opportunities after this program.
Sure. Sailesh, there are certain questions into the Q&A box also. I'll read it out for you. Rahman has written, I have an idea, but it involves development of an app, but I have no experience or knowledge about it. So I'm wondering, will this program be helpful for me?
That's a fantastic question. So I think one of our speakers also mentioned that the entrepreneurs are not the people who have all the knowledge and know what and how to do with it. All you need is a passion and that fire within you. So if you have an idea for an app, but you don't know how to code and you don't understand the technology, this program is not going to teach you the technology for the app. So let's be clear on that. But what it's going to tell you is how to understand what problem are you going to solve, the need that you are trying to address for the your target segment, how do you validate? How do you understand the feasibility of it? And then you can still go ahead and develop an app, because you're going to form a team. When you get onto your startup journey, you will set up a team. And every team will have a CEO and a COO and a CTO. And when you are forming up your team, you will get a co-founder who is the technology brain for your team. And whether you want to develop an app or a website or anything else, once you get started on your journey and you know how to take the next steps, all those possibilities exist.
Sure. Thank you for that answer, Sailesh. Ashwin wants to know, how are we going to conduct these sessions, online or offline, or how the mentors would be assigned?
Yeah, thank you for that question. This is an online program. All the sessions will happen online. The mentors will be assigned. So we'll create the teams. Typically, we create the teams of around 5 people each. So once the teams get formed up, the mentor assignments will happen and you will get the communication for that. We also have a platform, our LMS, or a learning management system, and everything will converge into that. And it will be very easy for you to figure out, what the teams are, who the mentors are. There'll be constant communication from us to you through different channels, through the platform, through emails, through WhatsApp group. You will be communicated all of that. And when we kick off this program, which is currently scheduled to start from the first Monday of June, all this information will be provided to you. So you will be intimated about the team formation and the mentor allocations.
Sure. Thank you, Sailesh. Hasir wants to know whether they would be provided the entire schedule for the sessions of ELDP and upcoming programs.
Absolutely, yes. You should be getting the schedule of the program next week. The emailers will go out to all the students who have enrolled with the schedule laid out for the program week by week.
Sure. Thank you, Sailesh. One of the students would like to know, Sailesh, that how much time should they devote or put on weekly basis, based on your opinion?
Right, fantastic question. So in terms of the schedule, if you see, we have, a couple of sessions every week, about 1.5 hours each, and then there'll be a mentoring connection with the mentor. Now, beyond that, I think it's up to you, because when you are on a startup journey, it's more a self-driven journey as opposed to, imposed boundaries about how much time and the duration of the time. But the structured sessions that would happen would be 2 or 3 times a week, about 1.5 hours each. Beyond that, it's up to the team how much they really want to spend on this. But you can
Sure, please, Sailesh. Thank you for that answer as well. Next question we have for that, is there any idea presentation at the end of the course? That's from Muhammad Shahil, actually. Yes, Muhammad Shahil, there will be an idea presentation.
Sorry, I'm not sure. I kept on speaking, but looks like somehow.
Yes. For a moment it froze, but yes, you did complete that answer. We have next question, Sailesh, from Muhammad Shahil, who wants to know, is there any idea presentation at the end of the course?
Yes. So when we say that you will present your pitch, it is nothing but your idea, but you, in a very structured format, you will be presenting your idea and how it will help the world, how it will, bring about the change or the revolution that you're thinking about. But yes, you will be presenting your idea at the end of the program in the event what we call as a pitch fest. So in that pitch fest, you will be presenting your idea to the global jury.
Okay. Sailesh, next there are a couple of similar questions where students want to know about the team formation, because I think they do not have the clarity. They want to know if they will get a team from this program to start their venture, or there will be a team formation to team up, or they can have a friend of their own in case if they both are on the program. So if you could address that.
See, all these combinations are possible. In the past, we have actually tried all these combinations. But what we have experienced is if we leave it all open, it creates a lot of chaos and a lot of time gets wasted. So we will start with the team formation from our side, and we'll communicate that. But for the students who really want to pair up with their friends and have a team in mind, absolutely let us know, and then that will be accommodated.
Okay. Next, we have a very interesting question over here, Sailesh. The student wants to know that they already have some grand idea from Kerala Startup Mission. So is there any restriction in this program due to this big grand idea?
No, there are no restrictions. You bring ideas that you are passionate about. I think the whole point is that there's no impositions. There's nothing that is being imposed on you. Only if you have an idea that you are passionate about, you will be able to go miles with it. So no impositions at all.
Okay. Again, a related question, Sailesh. Nimi wants to know if she can make her friend as her teammate possibly, or will the team be allotted by us only?
Absolutely, you can make your friend a part of your team. As I said, we will try and set up the teams from our side and communicate, but you are free to let us know of these changes that you want to make, and we'll do those.
Sure. I think already you have answered all the questions. I'm just going through quick Q&A round also, where Ashmi wants to know how can they exploit their core competences according to your opinion, Sailesh?
So can you repeat how they can?
Yes. How can they exploit their core competences? They can be like, the best. How can they come up with their best?
Or how can they exploit their core competencies?
Yes.
I think this program is actually structured in a way that the people who bring out their core competencies will thrive. As I said, this is not like a school program or college that you come to a class, there's a lecture of 1 hour for one subject and the second subject. Yes, there are, we will be giving you the concepts like design thinking, like the product roadmaps, but you need to bring out your creativity, because think of it like the 5, if you set up a team of 5, it's like a startup for you. One of you will act as a founder or a CEO. One, the more technologically oriented person can act as a CTO. One who understands markets and marketing and sales can act as. So everybody the success will depend only if you bring your core competency forward. So absolutely, you pick and choose the role you want to play in the team based on your core competency and bring it forward. We'll line up all the support that you need in the terms of the mentors. You have heard from such great people today out there, right? They have tasted success, they have tasted failures. There's a wealth of experience out there. So we will provide all the support that you need, but you need to bring your core competency forward.
So Sailesh Fadil wants to know that after completion of every stage, will they get a certificate, or is it only after the completion of 3rd stage?
You will be getting certificate at the completion of the 1st stage, which is the phase 1. When you get to the pitch fest, the only condition there is you need to complete the phase 1, right? You can't not complete phase 1 and then there is an issue. But if you complete the phase 1, create your pitch deck, pitch video, and present in the pitch fest, the certificate will be given.
Okay, so there are 2 related more questions where students wants to know, can they form a 6-member team, and are they going to work on one idea collectively?
Yes, I think the whole point of the team is that they will work on a single idea. No, you can't have a team of 5 and 5 different ideas, then it's not a team. Then there are 5 separate individuals, right? And think of it, if 5 of you are getting together with a startup idea and driving a startup, if you put 5 ideas in 5 different directions, it's unlikely to go anywhere. So yes, you will. There generally what we have seen is, even if you 5 come up with 5 different ideas in a team, you debate and discuss and look at the pros and cons, but then finally converge into one idea, which the force of 5 or 6 will push forward. So you can start with multiple ideas, but then you discuss and converge to an idea, which is the idea for your startup.
Okay. So Sailesh, there is another question. I think Mridul is looking for some kind of clarity by asking that, is it compulsory being a student?
Is it compulsory being a student? I don't know what you mean. I mean, all of us are students even today. So we are students for life, right? As somebody mentioned that never stop learning. So, but if your question was, do you need to be registered student of a university, of a college, there is no such necessity. But as long as you qualify the age band that we are getting the students from, we should be good.
Yes, that was the point of Mridul. That's again what Mridul has stated, that should I be a student of university for entirety of the program?
No, absolutely not. So we have been having the students in our previous programs who started this program and they were in the final year, but they were just finishing up the final year and then they were going out. You can still be a part of this program. And this is a large program. Think about it. After 7 months, if your idea does get selected for incubation, the incubation is going to go on for 2 years, right? It's a long journey.
So I hope, Mridul, you have got the clarity that even if you complete your studies next month, still you can continue with the CLDP program. Okay, Hasir has another question, that is the number of team member, would that be fixed or they can add more to it?
It's not a very hard and fast rule. 5 is a guideline number. Exceptions would be there. Yes.
Sure. So I think we are already done with almost all the questions, and Mridul has got all the clarity, and he's acknowledging. I mean, the students is acknowledging. Thank you for you, and
I'm glad they're asking so many questions. But if in case there are questions on your mind which you either were not comfortable asking today, or for some reason couldn't ask, drop us an email. Everybody, please, if there are any lingering questions or doubts in your mind, please drop us an email. We'll make sure that we respond to each and everybody's questions. I know there are always students, sometimes shy enough to ask questions in this open forum. But any question, any doubts you have, please drop us an email and we'll make sure that we get back to you with the answers.
We have last 2 questions of the segment, Sailesh. Student wants to know when the division of the team members will happen. Will it be regarding, one from tech, one from operation, keeping into consideration their skills, or how will the division take place?
No, there's nothing like that. So because, right now, as somebody asked, how will this program help to bring their skills forward, or, their talents forward? So, the teams will be formed. And right now, if for some reason you believe that your team is not balanced, or you want to make changes, that's a possibility. And then you decide what roles you want to play based on your competencies. We are not going to tell you that this person will be this and this person. So it's the whole journey should be mimicking the startup journey. So you decide which role who plays, and then we make tunings and adjustments if needed.
Sure, Sailesh. A couple of questions points out towards one same question, Sailesh. I'll just combine them all. Students are a little confused and they want to know, how will this work online for the pitch conducting session?
I know. I would have thought so as well, a year back, but now we have already done, I don't know, 5, 6 ELDP sessions, and it works wonderfully well. Who would have thought before the pandemic that the whole education can happen online, and the world has seen such a big transition. I mean, the whole world is working online, and the clients. I mean, I used to work at Accenture. I know there are clients, global clients, financial services clients who would never let you work outside of office, but everything is happening online, right? So this will work very, very well, I can tell you. And we have already done it so many times. And the fact that this session 0 is happening online with I'm sitting in Bangalore, Professor Rajesh is there in Kerala, with Day sitting in Missouri in the US, Alok sitting in SFO, right, in the US, Ken coming from Silicon Valley. You can see the culmination of whole thing. So rest assured, it will be very, very effective, and it will work very well.
Absolutely, Salesh. Salesh, students also want to know one thing, that in case if they have not yet enrolled for this program, can they still enroll, or can they pitch their related friends who are also part of their class or university also to join?
Absolutely. I don't think there's any issue. Lijo is here as well. I would invite Lijo also to sort of speak to this. But I don't think there's any issue. If you haven't enrolled, you want to enroll, you're most welcome to enroll. Lijo, would you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. So in case if they want to form a different team, if they have to add more team members, definitely we can look into it on a case-to-case basis. If you see across Kerala, we have got in touch with more than 50 to 60 colleges. Each colleges we had capped the participants to 20. In fact, we had received more requests in terms of joining for this program, and since we had to reach out to all colleges, we had to restrict it. So my humble request to all participants is that please make use of this opportunity. Please ensure that you take this course really well and ensure that you get a lot of learning out of this and become successful entrepreneurs. So to answer this question specifically, yes, we can look it into case-to-case basis and we can accommodate such requests.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
I think I'm looking at the time as well.
Yes, Salesh, we are done with the questions, and I think it is the time to bring the curtain down. Your thank you note for everyone, please.
And I think if any questions are still left unanswered, please drop an email. And Sonika, can you put the email ID in the chat box so the students have it?
Sure,
in case they don't know, so that any questions they have which didn't get answered today, they can actually type it in. And I will also take this opportunity to thank everyone, Professor Rajesh, for such an insightful words at the beginning, Alok, Day with the inspirational story, and Piyush, such inspirational stories coming through, Ken with all the mantras of the successful entrepreneurs, and our alumni, Zahra and Grishma and Shiva, and obviously, Lijo is here. I know Aswal is also here. Thank you, Aswal. They've been working behind the scenes with Riti. Thank you, Riti. And yes, Sonika and Rohan for, working through all these complex logistics. I know when I say complex, it is complex, and the reason it's going smoothly is because there's a lot of effort and hard work gone behind that. So thank you all for doing this.
Thank you, Salesh. So friends, I have mentioned the email ID into the chat box. In case if you have related more of your queries, reach out to us through this email ID and we will be happy to answer. So before we just wrap it up, I would like to read out a very important message from Dave Virlapatti for everyone, that all enrollees of ELDP, this is a life-changing program. Please take it seriously. I attended this type of program when I was doing my master's degree in United States. I didn't start company right away. However, all learning was useful when I started my company. Think of this program as a seed planted in you. This seed will become a tree and provide you a lot of wonderful fruits. Best of luck. So those words were from Dave Virlapatti, friends, and indeed take this program as a great opportunity in your life, that it's not only learning of entrepreneurial and leadership development skills, but also putting them to use, because when you'll have your pitch fest, you'll actually get to know that all that you have worked throughout with your teams, you'll be able to present it up, and we'll be here to help you out surely with the entire program, the series, the sessions, and in fact, all the students who wanted, you will be floated the entire, session flow, which date, which program, I mean, which session would be there. You will keep getting every single kind of information from all of us over here at Moonpreneur. We will imbibe the best for all of you. And I think it is the time for me also to thank everyone over here, because not only the super motivational lines came from everyone over here, but I think it was life experience to hear CEOs, co-founders, and of course a lot of synopsis of successful mantras from Ken as well. I think Ken, I can just go on repeating that, you have to move out of your comfort zone. Learning is always, life learning, and you have to be hardworking, very optimistic, but remain humble. So much. I think today also, I feel like being a student and learning so much and taking back home. I'm sure our students would be equally thrilled. We have Salesh, the chat box filled with many thank yous over here, and everybody super excited and very passionate and enthusiastic as well for this session. So thank you, everybody, and thank you, everyone, for all your time. All special thanks to all of you, including Professor Rajesh, Alok Day, Piyush, Ken, and Salesh, and of course to our Moonpreneurs as well, Grishma and Zara and Siva, also for giving us your real lifetime learning so that students can look forward to this entrepreneurship and leadership development program. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.